Okay, so I'm here with Roberto, fellow sommelier and restaurant owner, and we're going to talk about some of the more challenging things that we encounter when people come out to dine at restaurants, and that's food and wine pairing. Okay, so for our first course of the evening, we have a beautiful Meursault. Meursault is an appellation in Burgundy, France. It's a Chardonnay-based wine, and it's one of the greatest Chardonnay making regions in the world.
Yeah, like Meursault is an icon for French gastronomy, and this is why we're going to pair it with another icon of French gastronomy, which is a take on a grenobloise. It's a grouper grenobloise, so basically it's fish and a beurre noisette. Beurre noisette turned into a powdery texture. Is nice. We also have another thing that gives it a nice texture is SUNCHOKE puree. It reaches that earthiness that the wine has, the wine from that region in Burgundy has.
And then of course we have the grouper fish, which is a white fish with this white wine. It's just absolutely delectable. Okay, so there you go guys, details are details, but you know, it really comes down to the expert advice because this is such a wonderful pairing. And white fish with this beautiful caramelized, nutty, lemony sauce and a beautiful Chardonnay Meursault, absolutely perfection. Okay, so for our second course of the evening, we have a Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. Again, it's another 2007, which is another great vintage in California. And this is really exciting. It's a more difficult wine to find, but Napa Valley has some really great Cabernet Sauvignons coming out every year. So maybe we can find out a little bit about what we're going to pair it with, and then we can go for it.
Here we have a filet mignon with a cashew puree and also a smoky potato puree with some roasted onions, roasted dry cherries, and the most important ingredient there, which is the sauce, will be a chocolate and juniper sauce. It's going to pair it perfectly with this Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley.
Classic filet mignon with a nice big cab, but just the textures and the aromas that we're finding. A marriage from the plate to the glass is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, you can close your eyes and imagine all of this together. It's like perfect, the perfect match.
Okay, so this is really interesting because for our third course, which is our dessert course, we're going to try something a little different than what most people tend to think of. It's not a port and it's not a sauterne. We're going to go for a late harvest Mencia being the grape from a region in Spain called Bierzo.
And that will explain a lot the density of the wine, which is going to be paired with this chocolate pudding that is also rich in density, but it also has very nice notes of caramelized bananas and well, other aromas and fleur de sel at the same time.
Really spectacular. Like I said, this isn't your typical sweet wine. In fact, it's not even all the way on the spectrum of sweet, so if there's any of you guys that are like, oh, I stay away from sweet wine, this is just ever so slightly sugary, but it has this great acidity that pairs so well with the chocolate and that ripe bursting strawberry and fruit forward. Go for it. Amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.